Okay, YouTubers, let me put this out here. I am not a Tommy Sotomayor supporter, okay? I'm trying to find balance in this stuff because, as I said before, we allow ourselves to be manipulated by people outside the community or people with self-hate issues or people with self-destructive issues. Now, me personally, I haven't watched every video Tommy did. So if there are videos out here where Tommy is praising white women over black women, then this stuff is his chickens coming to roost or karma come back to bite him on his ass. Okay? Now, the videos I have seen with him, he's focused on a certain type of black man and black woman. Now, people say he's bashing black women. I think he's calling out behavior by those black women who are up to no good, who do questionable things. Okay? That being said, I have not seen all his videos. I'm going to make that clear. So if there are videos out there with him that exist like that, then that's a totally different story. Okay? Now, that being said, people talking about the content of his videos. If you guys are going to focus on that, then you guys need to criticize Oprah Winfrey, Ricky Lake, Howard Stern, those other talk shows, past and present. You need to go after these news networks. You need to go after these movie studios, these record companies. You need to go after the school system. Then you need to go after those people out here who do those type of things. We cannot lie that there are a group of black men and black women in our community who are just fucked up. We cannot lie there's a group of black men and black women within the last 30 to 35 years who have become a voice in face of our community, albeit a small group. I know y'all get tired of seeing the videos where you got young men and young women out here fighting each other, or the booty shaking videos, or the videos of young boys or young men dressing as women or women dressing as men. I think it's disingenuous for us to be out here focusing just on Tommy videos when there are a slew of videos out here on YouTube that deeply attack the black community. I want to see the videos where we're going after those white men and white women, those white teens that call us niggas, that talk about us. I want to see those videos where people are those people who have false flagged our channels, or black people saying, you know what, we're going to put our shit to the side and stand united. We don't do that. So I find it disingenuous now that a white YouTubers or other people of color starting to criticize Tommy. Now everybody's coming out of woodworks, black and white, saying, well, he did this, he did that. I don't agree with everything he says, but you got to admit, some of the videos he put up about our people have been on point. And usually the negative reaction comes from people that he's putting out on blast. It's just like in our community, we do this. We can criticize black men for their shortcomings, but as soon as you criticize black women, that's become black bashing. You mean to tell me you gonna defend a black woman who constantly make poor choices in the men she deal with, or a questionable sexual activity she engage in, or constantly popping out children just so she can get extra benefits from public aid? What about the booty shaking videos? So Tommy did that. He made them women go out there and shake their ass out here on YouTube, these different tube-like sites. If we're going to go after him and other black male YouTubers who put this shit out there, or even female YouTubers, then we need to be consistent and go after everybody then. I think our problem is that we don't like black people out there holding the mirror up to our shit. We think because we're black, we are supposed to be in a total agreement. That's dangerous. And that's silly. How many of y'all got mad when those two Cuban girls was talking about black people? You know there were black people out there saying, oh, they just kids. Those very same teenage girls are going to one day be the bosses of black men and black women, or your sons and daughters. Those videos well, you got people out here who identify themselves as Mexican, Puerto Rican, Jewish, Arab, or white supremacists calling us niggas and talking about they want to kill us. Why aren't we going after them? Why aren't we being consistent? Now, as I said before, if Tommy did say those things that y'all saying he said, then this is his karma. But I've watched some of his vids, and some of his vids are on point. I don't want to be around a hood rat woman. I don't want to be around a down low brother. I don't want to be around a black man who's not aggressive or doesn't take care of his responsibility. But when we got people out here defending that and trying to rationalize that every 5 or 6 minutes, then that means those people are benefiting from that, or they deep down they want to live that lifestyle. Some of y'all may remember I did a video called Traitors, okay? And I say any black man or black woman who does harm to their own people or send out there and coon buffoon on the behalf of others, we need to deal with them. We need to deal with them swiftly. You know, there were black men or black women saying, I'm wrong. We need to pray for those brothers and sisters. Those are the people I'm talking about. Those who always trying to rationalize stupid behavior. Now, as I said before, I don't have a dog in this fight. The stuff that's going on between Tommy and some of these black women out there, let him deal with that. Now, his channel, like so many of our channels out here on YouTube, have been false flagged. And a lot of times they've come from our own people, and other times they come from people outside of our community. And then when he did that video saying you need to stop false flagging, did I necessarily agree with that video? No, but I understand his frustration because my channel was getting hit like that. But if y'all gonna criticize his subject matter and who he has on his show, then y'all need to criticize a lot of YouTube videos out here, a lot of these talk shows, a lot of these movie stars, these singers. When Gwyneth Paltrow said niggas in Paris, there were black people out here defending her, did y'all call into Disney, Marvel Studios saying, hey, we're not going to go support this Iron Man 3 movie. We're not going to buy any more DVDs and tell y'all to issue an apology or y'all write her ass out the movie. But if a black person says something offensive, white folks, whether they agree with each other or not, they stick together. We don't do that shit. I don't agree with everything every YouTuber say on here, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't agree with everything I say. But the thing is, when you start seeing people outside the community coming in, they doing it for an ulterior motive. When you got people who live overseas or people of color who claim they be us one minute, but they turn around and sound like the so-called dominant, you need to question that. Why all of a sudden that people are coming at Tommy all of a sudden? I told y'all why. Because one of these YouTubers on here was praising George Zimmerman and talking about black people like a dog. He had a bunch of white subscribers. And when he automatically started name dropping Tommy's name, they went to his channel. And when Tommy said some things about white folk or start bragging about what he's doing, or when he's putting the mirror up, whether we like it or not, they got pissed. I said, this nigga, we got to stop him. He messed it up for us. White folks like it when they see us out here cooning and buffooning. Notice those videos are always in the millions of hits. Ask yourself why the YouTube never take those videos down when black women are shaking their ass half naked and showing everything. Some of them not even age restricted. But the little boy out here dancing with those women, why I think it was sick. That's an age restricted video. Ask yourself why. Brothers and sisters, don't be manipulated. I'm telling y'all right now, you got to be consistent. Like I said, I am not defending Tommy. But I find it odd that everybody is jumping on this cat now. And half the people that criticizing him have left positive comments on his channel. So those people are double dealing. But if you're going to go after him because he had certain people on his show, then you guys better criticize it all. That means we need to go after Howard Stern next. Don't Howard Stern make race jokes about black people all the time? Don't he call black women bitches? Didn't he did the same thing that what's his name? Imus did by calling black women nappy headed? But see, we've been programmed to attack each other. We've been programmed to do these things to each other. This is why I wouldn't get in the mud with some of these YouTubers. I wouldn't get into personal attacks. Got people like that shit. And people got mad because I wouldn't do it. Now, if y'all criticizing because he's calling out black women, I think he's calling out a certain type of black woman. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. Some of those women that he's calling out, I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with. Why would you want to have something to do with a woman that's giving the head while her kids are crying X for their mama, and the guy who she's giving the head to is calling her out her name, calling her a bitch? Why would y'all want to defend those women who are having sex in the club, doing this on camera, but then the first ones they get a disease want to blame it on somebody, on an innocent black man or a gay black man? Why would y'all defend that? Why would y'all defend black men who live at home who are fighting over video games or playing women against each other? Why would y'all do that? But like I said, there's a group of black people in our community who need to be dealt with, who are poison type people. And white folks love them type of black people because that makes them feel good about themselves. They keep us, those of us who have common sense, who have respect, at bay. Because they know those black people are not going to challenge those white people. They're going to come at us first because they're going to look at us as sellouts when a lot of us are not. It pains me to see my people doing this to each other. It pains me to see a black man and a black woman on YouTube arguing with each other like this. It pains me to see people who have no moral compass out here jumping on the bandwagon. Y'all should be upset to see white men or men women of other ethnicities come in our community and come after this black man all of a sudden. The moment brothers start talking about where he lived, how nice his stuff is, and he started pointing out the black women who defend white men or mess with white men, all of a sudden these white men can't do it because they won't have access to y'all. This is why they're the first ones to attack a black man or get between a black man and a black when they have disagreement. A lot of y'all have not been out y'all community. A lot of y'all let that Bible dictate how y'all think, and it's fucking our people up. Now, I'm not saying all white people engage in this behavior. That wouldn't be fair. And I'm not saying all black people engage in this behavior. But those people who do, we need to be on the lookout for them. And as I said again, I am not a Tommy Sotomayor supporter. So for those who keep sending me messages saying that I'm defending a brother, you guys are way off. Some of you need to watch my videos in full and understand that me and Tommy had disagreement before. And I said in one of my videos, I came at him wrong. Instead of me putting my disagreement out in front of everybody, I should have personal messaged him. We should have a conversation like adults. And you know what? When I apologized to him, he said no problem, and we left it at that. Now he probably come across thousands of comments or millions of comments, and he may not even remember the issue that me and him had. And that's no big deal, but I remember it. And I'm seeing some of our brothers and sisters take advantage and piling on certain things. Now, if we're going to go after Tommy and any other black YouTuber because their opinion differs than a majority or small majority, there's something wrong. Now, I got a question. Are y'all going to go after those Zionist videos that openly call us monkeys and niggas? Are y'all going to go after those gay videos that say that we're more homophobic? Are you going to go after those videos where white women are calling black men nasty and black women nasty? Are you going to go after those Klan videos that are talking about they want to kill us? Are y'all going to get off of y'all butts and start writing into these corporations about the YouTube, how they have these news outlets about how YouTube and these other sites are taking black channels down but leaving racist white channels up, or leaving channels up that glamorize violence in our community or sexualize our women? As I said before, we got to be consistent. We got to talk about it all. And sometimes we got to hold a mirror to our community, warts and all. I said it before in videos. The worst thing I think that we get as black people, excuse me, is pretend that we have no issues. To pretend that, everything is okay, that we've moved on beyond that. We have not. We're still suffering from a sickness. We're still suffering from abuse. The effects of slavery still felt today. This is why there are a group of black people who think they can't accomplish anything, because that mindset has been passed down for hundreds and hundreds of years. Look, I love my people. I cry when I see my people do things that are just blatantly stupid. But I can't defend people who wants to continue engaging in stupid behavior. Like I said, I know what it's like to have videos or channels false flag. I know what it's like for people to misinterpret words or say I said something I didn't. Y'all remember when those people was out here making ghost channels and dummy channels, sending messages to YouTubers? No matter how much proof I put out there and say it wasn't me, people are still saying it was me. I'm going to tell y'all something. Our people have been manipulated for so long. We don't see it because it's done every day, and we think this is the norm. brothers and sisters, please stop with this shit. Please open your eyes. Stop, open your ears. Start to analyze the stuff around you. This is why our community is always going to be in a state of flux. This is why everybody has been allowed to come in our community and make money off us, because we're fighting each other because somebody else told you he said this, or misinterpretation. This is why I say people in our community need to get outside the community. Need to start embracing new ideas. And anything that y'all think is new is not necessarily white created. Remember, we create a lot of shit in this country, even to this very day, and people find a way to take it away from us, or claim that they created it. And what do? Instead of us saying, nope, stand on our ground, what do? We run away from it. We was once philosophers, teachers, scientists, playwrights, directors, composers, entrepreneurs. We need to get back to that. But out here letting somebody outside the community manipulate and say things, or some brothers and sisters misinterpretation, or some people being butthurt, or some people being embarrassed, or some people out there don't want to be put on blast. We need to deal with that. Like I said, I have no sympathy for a black person who coons and buffoon. And I don't care if you're poor or not. If you're a poor person, just because you're poor does not mean you're supposed to engage in stupidity. I didn't come from a home with a silver spoon. My parents worked for a living. And what we had, we appreciated. But when I hear black people use the excuse, well, I didn't have a mother in my life, I didn't have a father in my life, or my father did this, or my mother did that, or I was abused, or I was picked on, doesn't give you the right to go out there and do that shit to other people. That's a fucking cop-out. Brothers and sisters, we need to talk about it all. If we're going to talk about the tone of somebody's YouTube page, or somebody's radio show or talk show, then we need to be consistent. Because I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all need to listen to these talk shows or these radio shows, how they talk about black men and black women. And y'all want to get mad at brothers and sisters who point out that weak-minded behavior among our people. No. I have no love for a black man or black woman that I was talking about. I'm keeping it real. I'm hood. You're a piece of garbage. You're beneath me. Yeah, I said it, because if you're on a corner selling drugs, if you're on a corner selling weapons or killing your own people, or out there not taking care of your body, just cocking your legs up for anybody, no, you shouldn't. I don't want you around me, because you're a parasite, because you're doing more harm than good. There's no reason for our people to be this way. There's no reason for us to put our dirty laundry in public like this. But sometimes we do need to hold a mirror up to our people. We need to embarrass each other a little bit, because maybe that might get us to snap out of this malaise that we're in. We're killing ourselves. Look how fast the black community flipped on gay marriage, or support of same-sex relationships. Now, a lot of people say you're homophobic because you don't support it. No, it's just that you're something you don't believe in. But because Mr. Obama and some rappers, or as I like to say, some handkerchief heads that came out and supported, now we changed our tune. Don't y'all realize we're just not killing ourselves with guns. We're killing ourselves the ability to reproduce. I don't know how much more I can warn y'all, but I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all want to continue to think this way, then guess what? You guys are going to fall prey to other people. Y'all should question those who's coming in our community or jumping into our conversations who don't live within our community. I find it funny that all of a sudden white people start criticizing this brother, right or wrong. Blacks have jumped in and started criticizing them as well. And some of y'all out here who will criticize him have subscribed to that brother channel and have praised his videos. I remember y'all names. I could put some of y'all on blast, but I won't do it, because then all I'm going to do is create issues for myself. And I ain't out here to do that. I'm out here to educate, or I'm out here to get our people to think. Use common sense. But if you're going to talk about Tommy, talk about it all, warts or not.